And I went up the wall, and there was like 8 inches of air under my heels. And I was up the wall, and I was like, whoa, and I came back down. It freaked me out. And I was so freaked out, I went to a priest. I said, is this guy demonic or something? Because he's lifting me off the wall.
Sometimes the most mind-bending stories come from the most unexpected places. When Mel Gibson sat down with Joe Rogan, nobody could have predicted the bombshell he was about to drop. Let me take you back to that moment when Mel Gibson started describing his encounter with the mysterious Qigong master.
I used to have a Qigong master. This is what kind of blows my mind about medicine and about ancient stuff. This guy is from Shanghai. He didn't speak much English, right? A little bit. His wife would translate for him. And he'd come in and he could like point at you, right, from this far away, and you'd feel it. But like, feel it like as palpable as someone pushing you around. It's like, ugh, ugh.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not kidding.
This master, who we now know was John Chang, is the last known master of the Mo Pai tradition, an ancient Chinese practice that dates back thousands of years. We're talking about a lineage that's been kept secret, passed down from master to student, generation after generation. Chang became famous after appearing in a documentary called Ring of Fire, where he demonstrated abilities that left scientists scratching their heads.
For our sound recordist, it was also a shocker. Dr. Roger doesn't know what to expect.
Now, what's truly mind-blowing is what happened when Mel Gibson actually met this mysterious Qi master. According to Gibson's account on Rogan, he was experiencing severe back pain at the time. When he entered the room, he found this unassuming elderly man sitting there quietly. What happened next defies conventional explanation. The Qi master didn't touch Gibson at all. He simply held his hands about 3 feet away from Mel's body. Without any physical contact, he could not only push Mel, but even lift him from the ground. What you are about to see defies everything you thought you knew about the limits of human ability.
He could like point at you, right, from this far away, and you'd feel it. But like, feel it like as palpable as someone pushing you around. It's like, ugh, ugh.
Really?
Yeah. It was really weird. One time he was working on me, and he was working on my liver. He said, your liver's blocked, because he looks at you. And if you look at him, he looks away. And his wife engages you while he checks you out. And then he gives you a little body map, and he puts X's all over it. And you go, yeah, that's right. I got a pain here and a thing there. And he knows where everything is. He knows exactly what's going on.
Did you ask him is he seeing your aura? Like, what is he seeing?
Everything. He sees everything. He was an allopathic doctor first. He went to medical school. He could write you a prescription. He could do all that stuff. He was a doctor. And then he saw a Qigong master, this old guy, and people were lining up getting cured, and he thought, that's really interesting. And he learned that on top of being an allopathic doctor. So
this aligns perfectly with what we know about John Chang's abilities from the only documented footage of him in Ring of Fire. Chang was known to manipulate bioelectromagnetic energy, or Qi, to such a degree that he could light newspaper on fire from a distance and conduct electricity through his body without harm. Take a look.
He then took our newspaper outside and showed us how Qi can also be used to set things on fire. When he heard we'd shown this footage in public, he was very upset and refused all our future efforts to contact him again.
The ancient practice behind these abilities is called Mo Pai, a secretive Taoist tradition that dates back thousands of years. Unlike other martial arts or Qi cultivation methods, Mo Pai practitioners focus on developing something called Yin Qi, the receptive, cooling energy, before working with Yang Qi, the projective, heating force. This reverse approach is what supposedly allows for these extraordinary abilities. Chang's techniques were rarely shared outside his inner circle, but we know that the training involved intense meditation, breathing exercises, and something called small universe circulation. directing energy through specific pathways in the body. The process typically took decades of dedicated practice, with many practitioners never making it past the initial stages.
First, you learn to distinguish between yin and yang qi in your body. Then how to pool it in your navel chakra. Then how to project it, he says. And it's the proportionate mixture between yin and yang which accounts for different effects, like pulling or pushing objects or igniting them. Then he gets really strange. He says that mastering yin qi is the key to the spirit world.
What makes Gibson's experience so compelling is that it matches perfectly with accounts from Chang's other students and witnesses. They all describe the same sensation of intense heat and immediate therapeutic effects. And remember, this is Mel Gibson we're talking about, not exactly someone known for buying into New Age nonsense or easily being fooled. But this was just the beginning of Gibson's experience with the Qi Master. What happened next would challenge everything we think we know about human capabilities.
On my back, and he's pushing, and I can feel my back, and I'm at the wall, and there's a poster of a film, and I'm looking at it, and I can see him in the background, and he's like down like this, like like kung fu, pointing rays of energy at me. And he hit me, he started yelling at my organ, at my liver, like, get out, whatever. And I went up the wall, and there was like 8 inches of air under my heels, and I was up the wall. And I was like, whoa, and I came back down, and it freaked me out.
This isn't your typical meditation practice or energy work. We're talking about a lineage that's been kept secret for thousands of years, passed down from master to student in the most selective way imaginable. Mo Pai consists of 72 levels of training. Most practitioners never make it past the first few levels. Chang himself was said to be at level 37, and look at what he could do. The training involves intensive meditation, breathing techniques, and something called embryonic breathing, where you learn to circulate energy through specific pathways in your body. At the higher levels, practitioners can reportedly manipulate bioelectricity, heal others, and even influence physical matter. What Gibson described, that intense heat and energy coursing through his body, that's exactly what Mo Pai masters are said to be capable of. So, Level 1 focuses on cultivating what they call yin qi, the cold, receptive energy of the body. This takes anywhere from 6 to 18 months of dedicated practice. Students spend hours in meditation, learning to feel and direct this subtle force. It's like learning to feel a completely new sense that you never knew existed. But here's where it gets really interesting. Level 2 is all about yang qi, the hot, explosive energy. This is where practitioners start developing abilities that seem impossible. We're talking about generating enough bioelectricity to light bulbs or heal injuries.
It was nothing like any acupuncture I'd ever had. I was getting really powerful electric shocks and couldn't control my movements at all.
Yin yang, positive and negative, And my positive from here and my negative from here. And we meet together, it can get like electricity.
And is this because you're special? You have a special sort of
It's
body?
meditation every day.
It's meditation that does it.
Meditation every day. Like you can touch me, like this. It's nothing, okay? It's my burn. It's like this.
For our sound recordist, it was also a shocker. Dr. Roger doesn't know what to expect.
Level 3? That's where things become almost mythical. Chang explained that at this level, practitioners learn to combine yin and yang energies in perfect harmony. This creates what's called Shen, a force so powerful it defies our current understanding of physics. Only a handful of people throughout history have ever reached this level.
DJ says it isn't electricity, it's qi.
It's 1, 2, up. I feel it in my whole body. I feel it at 3, 0.3. I feel it in my legs.
But suspecting there's some tricky setup on his premises they can't find, they insist we all go to a randomly chosen hotel room several miles away to see if he can light a light bulb with his fingers. It doesn't ground on the wall. So Greg holds and grounds one wire, while DJ pumps qi through the other. The bulbs are LEDs, light-emitting diodes, which ignite in different colors according to the intensity of current.
On, off.